Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Rug Pool. I'm your host, Darth Blaka, the Padawan Alchemist. All right, if you've seen part one of this video, um, I think it was called the Mycelium Wars, the Consummation of the Soul. Go back and check it out. What I've done is taken mycology and pretty much turned it metaphysical, because everything that we're dealing with on earth is spiritual and metaphysical. Same shit, if you know what the hell you're looking for. Okay. Now, in part one, I showed the difference between the two. One of them, the golden teachers, was contaminated with some bacteria, some trichoderma, if you will. And the tidal wave, of course, was not contaminated at all, growing perfectly, smoothly, And what I had noticed in a metaphysical sense was that these two, petri dishes are representations of the soul, and one of them being that it was contaminated with bacteria. It was looking like it would be consumed and that it would be overtaken and overrun. And as me being the person who's doing this, actually, trying to get good, stable, clean cultures, I'm looking at the bacteria in there. I'm like, well, damn, it might be a wrap for this here petri dish right here, you know, just looking at it. And like I said, in comparing that to the souls of the incarnated, I see a lot of similarities, and watching the battle take place in a microscopic quantum world, in a way, in a way that our eyes can't see, but we can see the outside. You can see it and shit, but on a microscopic level, it's battle taking place, full on war. And it's the same thing that we see when we get incarnated down here to down here to this realm, if you will, the physical world. You start to see the characteristics of the genus take place. And on the spiritual level, we see some souls come down here and, like the tidal wave, have things going real smoothly, no contamination, just straight growth, flourishing, and then we have the golden teacher over here, which we seen had bacteria. And not only did it have a couple spots of bacteria, as the soul or the mycelium began to grow, the fucking bacteria called in for reinforcements. Okay? And this whole petri dish up in this top corner up here, along with the two spots, if you remember, this whole shit up here had a whole bunch of little green mold spores and shit popping up, and then we see that the mycelium was able to overcome the bacteria. Okay. Or in this instance, this soul was able to overcome the adversity and show its resilience. You can see a couple little spots in there of green if you look close. There's a couple little spots in there. That's fine. We all have scars on us. We all have scars. You may not be visible, but everybody's soul has got some scars on them. That's fine. Okay. There's other people who come down unscathed, scot-free, pure growth, and just beautiful expansion. There's pros to that, and there could be cons to that. One of the cons that I may see on a metaphysical, I don't see any cons as far as the actual physical mycelium. Okay. But an actual con that I would see to not facing any adversity, with the soul down here is you're not tested and shit. We don't know your actual resilience, your actual resilience or your perseverance. You know what I'm saying, and what you're really made of. And in actuality, on a physical level, this mycelium right here is exhibiting, some strong genus. All right. And that's the same thing when you look at somebody's soul that's been incarnated down here, maybe even yourself, maybe your parents. A lot of our parents had to overcome a lot of bullshit. Our grandparents, had to overcome a lot of shit. They parents, they grandparents, life wasn't always this easy. Okay. Life wasn't always this easy. Okay. A lot of people come down here and they cry when they get one little spot, not knowing that you're stronger than everything that there is that you could ever face, even death. There's people that come down here and they be fucked up. Soul pure white as snow. Whole area that their physical is in is contaminated with viruses of humans, contaminated bacterial human souls. Souls that on their journey are actually being consumed. They was faced with mold and bacteria and viruses, and they weren't able to thrive. There's people out there that are going through life with petri dishes full of contamination, and their soul is fighting for it. Their soul is fighting for it, but on the physical, they may exhibit some signs of what we would consider, mental illness or chaotic behavior or, erotic behavior, shit like that. But psychologists and psychotherapists and psychiatrists and people that actually study the mind and things like that, you can see some of the underlying things in the modern day psychologist has basically taken the alchemist's work and has converted the laboratory into that of the clinic, in the therapist's office. And in those offices, this lab work is done. And they're able to actually take that soul and put it under a microscope and see some of the underlying, just actually look at the whole petri dish. First of all, you look at the petri dish, you may see some contamination, or if you look deep enough and close enough, you'll see, that there was, I don't think you can see it from the back no more, but, you'll see that there was contamination in there at one point, a big spot, and that soul itself is fighting to overcome those obstacles that are ever present in their day-to-day life. See, you have to understand, and when you back it up, you can kind of see it. That's a big chunk, That was a big chunk. And the spots over here, like I said, they call for backup, And like I said, you got to actually look deep. And when you look deep and change the angle, you can see deeper into what it is that the soul is actually got behind it, what the physical is got behind it. When you actually get to study in the soul and the mind, even of yourself, it's okay to be somewhat critical and analytical of yourself. And the reason why I say somewhat is because I don't want to say go overboard and go balls to the wall, because there's no sense in beating yourself up. You could have been spawned down here into a petri dish that could have had some sort of contamination in it. I don't know if this petri dish was actually already contaminated. It probably wasn't. But when I opened the lid to put the culture in there, or to incarnate the soul, if you will, you'll see that it's like there was some shit in there. You know what I'm saying? During that process, during the incarnation process, not everybody's coming down here and looking scot-free. And I have to reiterate that and say that because it's the truth. A lot of people look at their circumstances and look at some other people's circumstance and be like, well, why the hell are they on the damn corner? You know what I'm saying? Smoking fentanyl. One Fetty Wap dose from death. Well, maybe they didn't get incarnated into a perfect ass petri dish. Maybe the bacteria was actually not just trichoderma green mold, but some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that could overcome them here, even that they are mycelium, and take it out. The consummation. This is the redemption of the soul. You know what I'm saying? The soul has been redeemed. This is what the whole Christ path and the whole Christianity has semi-right, but mostly fucked up. See, that Christ path, the path to the Holy Grail, the path to enlightenment, it's, spiritual transformation, metamorphosis, and ultimately the resurrection of the soul is not a easy journey. You're not supposed to come down here. You're not supposed to come down here. If you're on the hero's journey, you're not coming down here for this. There's bots down here. All the people that you guys call NPCs, bots, and sheep. Well, look at the mycelium. What does the mycelium and sheep have in common? White as snow. You looking at how they moving in the physical, whoopty whoop, this, that, and the third, calling them bot sheep because they doing this, that, and the third. These motherfuckers may be innocent as all damn Mary had a little lamb. You know what I'm saying? They may be just innocent. Like your parents. Did your parents take the vaccine? Some of y'all be talking all that shit about the vaccine and the damn jab. Did your parents take the vaccine? Are they bad people? Are they evil? Are they wicked? People eating shit that you don't eat, pork and swine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Are they evil? Are they wicked? Because of their diet, fat motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't believe so. When you take a step back and look at the soul, you know what I'm saying? Soul may just very well be as white as snow. Or in some cases, that soul has had to overcome so much adversity during its lifespan that it is happy in the state that it is of full growth and development. Because in some cases, you don't know what it took to get to fully spreading your wings out in this damn life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't, sometimes when you finally get to that point of redemption, you know what I'm saying? It's fuck what anybody got to say. If I done fought my damn life off, been through the most ringer, the bullshit of all bullshit, some shit that people couldn't even imagine. Well, damn, fuck you if you mad that I goddamn eat a damn bacon cheeseburger. Yeah, I don't eat swine. I think that shit's come on. But at the same time, if somebody was wrongfully accused of murder, if let's say a black person was wrongfully accused, any person wrongfully accused of a damn crime and did goddamn X amount of years in the damn joint, in the prison system, and was exonerated and got their freedom. Listen, you can't be mad if that soul, with all the scars that it got, then got out and want to enjoy a damn bacon cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Bacon cheeseburger. Like I said, we're dealing with the redemption of the soul. Okay. In some of our genus, in some of, our life path, what's put in our whole destiny, if you will, there's not obstacles. And then for some people, there are many, many obstacles. And like I said, that is okay. Because I guarantee you, I guarantee you, got y'all get dizzy and shit. If I was to spawn this and put this into some sort of, transfer a little piece of that into some different shit, I'm pretty sure we will see this. For sure. And that's the thing too. Sometimes you need to grow, expand, and then change your environment to where you can get to this. Sometimes this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Life is long for some people. My neighbor downstairs, goddamn, like 89 at this point. Okay. And I know he's seen a lot. Some people spend their whole life just trying to get to this point right here. Redemption. I don't give a fuck what they've been through, how many scars, how many bacteria, leeches, viruses, any of that. Some people literally survive cancer. Some people literally just survive birth defects and all of that type of shit and all of these other different, ailments and things, if you will, that that some people may not see. But that you see that soul was able to still drop down and spread its wings, fly, regardless of the adversity that it went through. Move, Karma. I'm recording a video. Move. Go. Yeah, regardless of the adversity that has been through. My dog over here running up on me. You hear breathing on hard. Anyways, I love it. I truly do. And the reason why I say I love it, because most of us have this right here. Most of us have this petri dish that was goddamn contaminated, or during the damn shit, or you fucked around and got contaminated, or one of the shit wasn't this right here. Just pure perfection. But here's the kicker. A lot of us, a majority of us, need to take that expansion and goddamn change that petri dish. That petri dish being that location. 9/10 of the game is position. Straight like that. Got to change the whole location. All of it. Change the environment and watch your shit grow even further. Shit, hell, I'm speaking to myself, saying this shit to y'all. I'm only talking to a damn screen. You know what I'm saying? So this is just real shit. Like I said, you take the physical and turn that shit metaphysical. In order for a caterpillar to achieve butterfly status, it has to go through this. It has to go through this. Hold on. Literally. It has to go through a plethora of obstacles. A caterpillar spends its life on the ground. You go to part 1, the consummation of the soul. You heard the consummation. A caterpillar spends its first third of a life as fucking food. Food for hella different shit that eat a damn caterpillar. Hell, that motherfucker freeze to death for some shit. I don't fucking know, you know what I'm saying? Or, they only pop out certain times, I guess. But shit, you get what I'm saying? There's hella obstacles for a caterpillar on the damn floor. It got to take its time. It got to make it all the way up to that damn tree just to be able to spread its wings. But before it can spread its wings, it got to go into hibernation mode, or what they call it, the cocoon phase. And then from that cocoon phase, you see that it's able to finally spread its wings and fly. Finally, when it spent the majority of its life, after it finally changed its environment, went into hermit mode, right? Went into hermit mode, locked in, focused up, did the work, did the shadow work, hopefully did a plethora of mushrooms, hopefully did a plethora of mushrooms to really get your mind right and transform the soul, because this right here would spawn, if you put this in the right environment with the right shit, this right here would spawn something that would change and awaken the God that is within you. Hence why you see it in this pattern of damn near something spreading its wings and flying in every single direction, omnidirectional, every direction, in a beautiful, beautiful cosmic pattern. A beautiful cosmic pattern. So, like I said, when you really break down the physical into the metaphysical, you can see similarities between you in nature. This still has a beautiful soul. It still spread its wings and was still able to, you know what I'm saying, fly away. Some caterpillars look a little fucked up when they end up there. They may have got fucking bit by a damn bird or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Got dropped off half a damn limb, but we're still able to weave that damn cocoon and go into hermit mode, lock in, focus up, hopefully do a plethora of mushrooms and goddamn get right. Straight like that. Goddamn get right. So I just wanted to drop you guys part 2 of this shit, man, just to show you guys, that this is a lot deeper than just the physical. When you tap in with the spiritual, you could actually see, your soul in everything. If you come from nature, humans even come from nature. If we come from nature, why is it that we can't find ourselves in everything in nature? A different aspect of your journey on this plane in nature. So, like I said, it's really, truly a beautiful thing to see. It is okay. I'm going to say that again and again and again and again and again. It's okay if you got scars. It's okay if you done been through some shit. Understand, it's all a part of your development. And even if it's on the physical, understand your soul is still growing. Some of the worst shit that you done been through in your life done been the best shit for your spiritual development. Ashe. Some of the worst shit that you done been through in your life has been some of the best shit that has been for your spiritual development. It's through the pain and suffering and adversity that we're able to grow and become stronger. I would trust this genus over this genus. I would trust this right here over this, simply because, shit, hell, you done been through something. I know you got a beautiful soul and you can do the damn shit, but we talking about goddamn, we ain't talking about actual, the physical right now. We talking about the metaphysical. I would trust the person's soul who done been through all the damn trials and tribulations more than I would trust this one. Because probably the trials and tribulations on this soul is evident in the physical. Most times you can see some shit on a motherfucker be fucked up a little bit. Maybe liking to drink a little bit extra, smoke a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever the fuck vice they got down here on earth. But it's simply because what the fuck they done been through. Straight like that. Stop judging people on what the fuck you see on the outside. Most people can't see this damn mycelial growth in the inside of them. Or most people can't see the mycelial growth trying to grow, the soul is trying to grow, but it's consumed and getting consumed by the by the bacteria, by the viruses that are out here on Earth right now to this day. Right now. Getting consumed. So always be resilient. Okay? Always show perseverance and understand that everything that you're going through or have been through is all a part of your individuation process. The process of becoming a unique individual in a world full of fuckers that are typically the same in their thought process. Be different. Okay? It's okay to change your environment and let your soul grow. There's nothing wrong with that. It may be tough at first, but you may end up just flourishing. And I'm showing these like this because I truly do believe this is beautiful, especially what the end result of this actually brings. You're actually staring into this is the Osiris of the eyeball. You see the pupil? I'm high as hell right now too, y'all. You see the pupil and shit, and this is Osiris or the iris, whatever the fuck they call the middle of the eyeball, the iris or whatever the fuck is that, right? The window into the soul. Like I said, this in full development in its fullest potential. This is its fullest potential, but in its reproductive state, the mushroom, it actually helps you become who you're supposed to be. Now, some people don't need this to get who they're supposed to be because we are talking about who the soul, just the soul in particular, but it fucking helps drastically. And I say everyone needs it. Everybody. So, yeah, appreciate you guys tapping in. Like the video. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribe, tap the fuck in. You know what I'm saying? This is the fucking rug pull, and I am the Padawan Alchemist. Peace.